Welcome to Explain the Charts on this fifth day of December 2025, where we provide in-depth analysis of key crypto assets. Today, our focus is on Litecoin, symbol LTCUSD, a veteran cryptocurrency that has been navigating a complex market, particularly amidst the ongoing narrative around exchange-traded funds. First, let's review the most pressing news and current events that have been shaping Litecoin's recent performance. A significant development is the continuous discussion surrounding spot Litecoin ETFs. While there's optimism, CoinShares notably withdrew its U.S. crypto ETF applications for Solana, XRP, and Litecoin, citing regulatory uncertainty earlier this year, specifically around October 3, 2025, which likely had a substantial market impact. However, more recently, the integration of Litecoin ETFs onto Vanguard's platform, managing over $11 trillion, is seen as a crucial step for institutional access and broader adoption. Even if initial inflows into specific ETFs like Canary's LTCC have been low, below $8 million. Analyst Eric Van Tassel from FX Empire recently highlighted LTC as flashing the best risk-reward among top cryptos, suggesting a long-term symmetrical triangle consolidation that could precede significant price movements, potentially to $138, $176, or even $1,500 in a late-cycle move. On the flip side, some analysts warned of bearish breakdown risks if LTC fails to break above $114.50 resistance, with a potential drop to $50. Litecoin's Mimblewimble extension block, or MWB, also continues to gain traction, positioning LTC as a privacy-focused alternative. With over 164,000 LTC locked-in MWB addresses year-to-date, though adoption remains below 1% of circulating supply. Looking at our charts, we can see how some of these headlines have translated into price action. Starting with the one-day chart for LTCUSD, we get a macro view of the last year and a half. Observe the significant price movements from mid-2024, where Litecoin found a strong base around the $50 to $60 range before embarking on a series of rallies. In late 2024, we saw a notable surge, with prices pushing above $100 and even grazing $130 in early December 2024, followed by similar pushes in January and February 2025. However, these rallies often met strong resistance, particularly around the $130 to $140 zone, leading to corrections. One of the most dramatic events evident on this daily chart is the sharp decline that occurred around October 10, 2025. Zooming in on that specific period, we can clearly see the candle from October 10, 2025, where LTCUSD plummeted from an open of around $125.98 to a low of $54.947 before closing at $97.07. This massive sell-off, with an unprecedented volume of 977,990 units and over 330,000 transactions, perfectly correlates with the news of CoinShares withdrawing its spot ETF applications due to regulatory uncertainties. It highlights the market's sensitivity to regulatory developments, especially concerning institutional products like ETFs. The price briefly touched an extreme low, indicating panic selling, but managed to recover substantially by the close of the day, suggesting strong buying interest at lower levels. Now, let's expand back to the full daily chart to see the subsequent price action. After that dramatic October 10th event, Litecoin attempted a recovery, but struggled to regain its previous highs. The market has since been mostly range-bound, oscillating between approximately $80 and $100 for much of late 2025. The current price, as of our last recorded candle on December 4, 2025, sits around $83.56. Immediate resistance can be seen around the $86 to $87 level, a region where price has been rejected multiple times in late November. A stronger resistance lies around the $90 to $95 area, and the psychological $100 mark continues to be a significant hurdle. On the support side, the recent low on December 1, 2025, around $74.50, has proven to be a critical short-term support, with the price rebounding from it. Historically, the $80 to $82 band has acted as a robust support zone throughout early to mid-2025, which is crucial for maintaining a bullish outlook in the short term. Shifting to the 1-hour chart, we gain a more granular perspective on the recent price movements from mid-November to early December 2025. We can see the price consolidating around the $95 to $100 range in mid-November, followed by a decline. The sharp drop on December 1, 2025, is clearly visible here, showing the rapid move down to the mid-$70s. The subsequent bounce back confirms the strength of the $74.50 support level, which was crucial for preventing further downside. Since then, LTCUSD has been attempting to consolidate and recover, slowly grinding its way back towards the $83 to $84 region, but with consistent selling pressure preventing strong upward momentum. Let's look even closer at the 15-minute chart to capture the immediate price action around today's date, December 5, 2025. From November 30th to December 1st, the chart clearly shows a tight consolidation around $83 to $84 before the sudden capitulation that took prices to the $74.50 low. This level, marked by the timestamp 1764547440000 on December 1, 2025 at 0:04 Universal Time Coordinated, shows the market quickly establishing a floor. The price then gradually recovered, oscillating around the $77 to $78 area and eventually returning to the $82 to $83 range by December 4th. The most recent candles indicate a continued tight range between $83 and $84, reflecting a period of indecision or accumulation. So, what does this all mean for Litecoin's short and long-term outlook? In the short term, Litecoin appears to be in a consolidation phase between $82 and $87. A move above $87 could see it challenge the $90 to $95 resistance levels. Conversely, a break below $82 could retest the stronger support at $74.50. The market's immediate direction will likely be dictated by broader crypto sentiment and any breaking news regarding regulatory clarity on ETFs. For the long term, the bullish case for Litecoin largely hinges on a definitive spot ETF approval. The integration with Vanguard and growing institutional interest from entities like MII Pharma allocating funds to Litecoin provide a strong fundamental backdrop. If SEC approval for a spot LTC ETF materializes in Q1 2026, as some anticipate, we could see a substantial rally, potentially pushing prices towards the $100, $150, or even $200 targets mentioned by analysts. However, continued regulatory uncertainty or a rejection of ETF applications could lead to further downside, with the $70 and even $50 levels becoming relevant again. To recap, important price levels to watch are the immediate support at $82, followed by the critical $74.50 level. On the upside, immediate resistance is around $86 to $87, with stronger resistance at $90 to $95 and the crucial $100 mark. An unbiased prediction for the short term suggests continued consolidation around $83 to $85, with a 60% likelihood of testing the $80 support if bearish market news or broader crypto weakness emerges. A breakout above $87 to retest $90 to $95 has about a 50% likelihood, contingent on positive micro-developments for LTC. For the long term, a significant bullish rally towards $100 to $150 is approximately 70% likely if a spot ETF approval is confirmed in Q1 2026, which would reinforce institutional confidence. Conversely, if ETF approvals face further delays or outright rejections, there's a 40% chance of a retest of $70 or even $50, as seen with the dramatic October drop. Always keep an eye on upcoming SEC deadlines, institutional inflow data into existing crypto ETFs, and Litecoin's network developments like MWB adoption. These factors will be key indicators for future price action and trading opportunities. Remember, this is not financial advice, and you should always conduct your own thorough research before making any investment decisions. Thank you for watching Explain the Charts, and we'll see you in the next one.